curious to see what a golem made of flour will look like. I'm mostly curious to see if Krazel will really be able to breathe life into it with the help of saltpeter.
I'm more worried that as soon as it comes to life, it'll slay us all with one blow. So, if by some chance it looks like something's going wrong, you won't see my heels for dust. And I suggest you do the same. But that's enough of that. We're not going to stand here talking about flower golems when we've barely just met. I'd like to chat with you too, Henry. Get to know you a bit.
Oh,
But
okay.
if you're in a hurry to find Krazel's saltpeter, I won't keep you.
Yeah, let's talk.
No.
It'll be good for my persuasion and stuff like that.
But where to start?
You know what? I'll start. When they caught Zeneg in Troskowitz, I was scared out of my mind that they'd catch me and clap me in the stocks. I had to hide out here for a while, so I haven't had anyone to talk to. Life in the lair isn't all fun and games. Zeneg and all the other mill knuckleheads were never worth much as company. So I'm glad the miller's finally found a normal hand for once. You've got a beautiful dog. What's his name?
Mutt.
What a cute fella. How did you find each other?
Belongs to a lady of mine.
He belonged to this girl I knew, Teresa. She saved my life in my hometown, Skalitz, when I went to bury my parents.
Well, That's what I call an interesting past. I used to have a dog, but I don't anymore.
He died.
He started getting these lumps all over his body.
Oh, he had
Stopped
cancer.
eating.
Oh,
Just slept all the time. And then, well, what's done is done. And what about you? What kind of family are you from? Also, thieves?
I like how we can lie about the knights. We're in the thieves. From an educated family. Let's just do the blacksmith. Family of blacksmith.
No. Pa was a blacksmith. I inherited something from him, I hope.
Oh, really? Would you teach me how to make, maybe, barrel hoops?
Those are pretty hard. Wouldn't you rather start with, maybe nails?
Sure. I'm pretty quick to learn.
Nails and horseshoes are usually what you start with.
That is, with one exception. When Krazel starts spouting off his alchemy theories, I'd rather run for the hills. What do you think of the old miller, anyway?
Seems like a mystical kind of guy, yeah.
He seems awfully mystical. He has lots of experience, like as if he's lived for hundreds of years.
It's his beard that does that. Don't let it fool you. Thanks for talking to me. It really is good to have someone to pour my heart out to. But now, about that saltpeter.
Yes,
before
indeed.
you came, and before Zeneg fucked up with the manuscript, we collected saltpeter all over the place, mainly in sties. It has to be scraped from the walls. Horrible work, time-consuming and annoying. I'm not going to lie to you. We also looked in a few chests, just in case. You know. Anyhow, now all the sties in the region are scraped clean and we're sitting pretty on a nice barrel of saltpeter.
Barrel is quite a lot.
For the whole Trotsky region, aye. Unfortunately, Krazel said we need at least 6 times as much.
6 times? Will one saltpeter pit be enough?
I reckon so. There should be as much as Krazel needs for his masterwork.
6 barrels of saltpeter. Holy shit.
Saltpeter forms. Do you have any idea?
Oh, I should be able to pass this. That's a 21 right there.
Certainly. You take a damp wall, like in a sty, you let the water evaporate from it, and you get this salty bloom.
That's right. But like I told you, all the sty walls in the region are scraped clean and we can't wait. Don't forget that saltpeter crystals are formed in places where something is rotting.
Yep.
It can be shit or carcasses. Well, a saltpeter pit is actually nothing more than a mass grave. The best natural saltpeter maker.
Krazel said saltpeter is a vessel for life energy. I get it that it's left over from dead bodies, but how do you get it from shit?
God's mysterious ways. You know how it is.
And he also wanted me to taste it. That's nonsense, though, isn't it?
Unfortunately, it isn't. Otherwise, you won't know if it's saltpeter or some other shit. It feels kind of cold on the tongue.
Jesus. And you know where to look for such a pit full of carcasses, do you?
Not exactly, but I have an idea. Times are evil and there's plenty of corpses. A person who's digging holes and throwing dead bodies into them and doesn't even know he's got a a saltpeter mine.
The local gravedigger?
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
And the one we have here in the region is also the knacker.
Well, I haven't met him yet. Where can I find him?
The cemetery is beyond Troskovitz, towards the Apollonia rocks.
So I'm in for a walk to the cemetery.
Seems like it. Too bad you couldn't have walked around the county with us before. It was fun, and pretty useful experience. I learned a lot during that time, and I won't keep it to myself. I'd be happy to teach you something, if you want.
I'll keep that in mind.
That old gravedigger will be suspicious, so I'd bring him some kind of offering. He's always dragging those carcasses, so I'm sure he'd appreciate a slab of fresh meat from Troskovitz butcher.
Good idea.
He lives a short way from the cemetery, so at least the meat won't go bad on the way. Lots of luck, the butcher of Vranyik.
Why do you work for the miller?
Because he pays well, and don't care how much coin I make on the side.
You mean by stealing?
And he doesn't ask any stupid questions.
What did you do before?
I got by any way I could. Believe it or not, I started in a convent.
You? A nun? Well, why not? I was in the cloisters myself for a while.
Oh well, different people have different fates. But we all ended up here anyway, in the armpit of the world.
What do you think about Crazel?
You're another one of those that don't know if they should love him or hate him, eh? Crazel is his own man. Once you learn to get along with him, you can't help but admire him a bit. But sometimes he's unbearable as soon as he opens his mouth.
He's just awkward.
What do you know about the Troskovitz gravedigger?
He's a pretty tough old bird. He follows the rule, I'll treat you the way you treat me. And he appreciates when a fella's direct and open. But I probably wouldn't tell him everything about us.
So, Bonnie, the most honest girl I know, sent me. I'd like to see some dead animals as models for painting a church fresco. A scene from the apocalypse.
That might be a bit much, but you learn fast.
How was the saltpeter collection and tasting again? Sounds pretty disgusting.
It wasn't so bad. Xena kept whining about it, but being a saltpeter collector, it has its benefits. When you go and clean someone's sty, they don't pay much attention to you and leave their purses and chests unattended. We made a pretty decent amount on the side.
What, by stealing?
Confiscating property for the greater glory of God. I hate the term stealing.
Just like Crazel. Tell me something more about Zinnek.
He's Andy, that's for sure. But also a bit of a fool. To be honest, I don't care for Crazel's horseshit most of the time either. I do this job because it's fun, unlike Zinnek. He does everything for his own good, doesn't give a damn about any greater cause or other people. Actually, he really pisses me off with his attitude. And he entertains himself by coming up with the stupidest nicknames for me. Dunga, for instance. What kind of a bloody awful name is Dunga?
Oh, lovely. And what does he call himself?
Scruffy. Or Jan, Nicholas, Franz, Peter, Jakub. The most bland, everyday names. He tries to be careful, but then he opens his big mouth and fucks it all up, just like in Troskovitz.
What is this lair place?
Crazel built a store so all them honest, curious people in the mill, the likes of Hensel, wouldn't have to worry their little heads about what we're doing here.
You mean behind that boarded up door in the cliff?
We're definitely not doing anything there right now. Because of the mess in there. I told Zenith to clean it up. I think he wants to see if the place will get so rotten that saltpeter will bloom on the walls.
Oh, the place behind me?
I heard you could teach me something.
Sure, why not? If you pay me, I'll teach you a few of my tricks. What would you like to know?
What would she teach? Oh, shit. Maybe alchemy.
I hear you're good at alchemy. I'd like to learn something.
All right, but it'll take some time. You have a kind man.
What? What did I do? Oh. Oh, no. What did I do? What did I do?
Why do you work for the miller?
Well, how can I put it? Anywhere else, they'd have kicked me out by now. The miller's the last person who'd still give me a job. He says every idiot is of some use at least.
And you see that as a compliment?
I see a coin in my hand every week. That's all I care about.
What did you do before you started working for the miller?
A bit of this, a bit of that. When I was still a boy, I stirred lye at a tannery, and then I slaved away at a dye house. But since I came to the town, it's been, well, let's say not exactly honest work. But that's what I'm best at, see?
What do you think of Crazel?
Is this some kind of test or what? I can think what I want, and I keep my opinion to myself. And you ought to do the same.
Long time no see, eh?
Crazel gave you another job.
Yeah. I proved myself to him last time, so why not continue our collaboration?
Did you come here to make fun of me? Just like Bonnie? As soon as she showed up, she gave me hell over that manuscript.
No, not at all. I just need to find out something only you would know. What do you know about the Gravedigger?
Not much to know. He's half gravedigger and half knacker. He takes care of both dead people and animals.
I'd never have figured that out without your
Ooh,
help.
battery's dying.
Anything more interesting?
He's my father. And
Oh,
he's a
what?
wizard. Same as me.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, right.
bullshit.
It's true. I was born the seventh son of a seventh son. I have the power of clairvoyance and I can raise the dead. I'm just hiding out with the miller until my time comes. I've been chosen
Right.
to save the world.
Yeah, nice story. But if I'm going to get the miller some saltpeter, I need to know something useful.
Oh, aye. You're not much fun, are you? The Gravedigger's as boring as you are. Also, he knows when he's being lied to, and he hates it. So don't even try it.
You see? That's the kind of thing I wanted to know. Was that so hard? So, Zinek, have you any experience with saltpeter?
Oh, I never want to see that shit again. I still have the taste of it in my mouth. And Bonnie and me was taking turns tasting it.
Weren't you afraid a dead soul would enter you through it?
What? What are you babbling about?
Dead souls pass time in niter crystals, don't they? That's why the miller is looking for them. To bring the golem to life.
You fool. We're looking for saltpeter to sell to butchers for salting meat. There's good coin in it.
Well, the miller told me something different.
You can't believe everything he says. A golem in the mill. He's yanking your pizzle.
You're all
Take
just
a shot.
confuse me.
Crazel's a good teacher. You know how it is.
What can you tell me about Bonnie?
Well, you mean Cheeks or Jezebel?
Are those nicknames?
Dunger, Snowdrop, Vixen... We always come up with the stupidest names, and nobody sees through them anyway. Bonnie's been here the longest, and has the most experience. I'm surprised she still puts up with Crazel and his mad notions. And I think she likes animals more than people. When I try to talk to her about work or weather, she gets bored.
What sort of place is this?
Our secret place, where we can quietly plot sneaky plans for our beloved miller.
Behind that boarded up door? What's inside that cliff?
You know, storage, Rubbish, rats, filth. Look, I know Bonnie ordered me to clean up in there. Thanks to you, I'm sure the movement of goods will start again soon. So it'd probably be good to have some order around here. I just haven't got round to it yet.
Procrastinating. We all can relate.
Zineg, I have a few questions about the saltpeter pit we're looking for.
So now you need me, eh?
Oh, okay, never mind.
See you soon, my friend.
See you soon. What are you growling at? Is there something nearby?
What the?
What? Oh, do you not want me being too close to that? What up, buddy?
Come here, boy.
Something irritating you? Alright. I guess what I could do, if there is a butcher... Oh, I could probably get the meat from, like, a grocer or something like that. Overload?
You
What?
silly doggy.
I am not fat. There we go. So I'm no longer over encumbered. Let's see. Do I have any meat on me, actually? I mean, I have some crayfish and some pork. Oh, but they're all went bad. Dang it. I didn't find a thing in time for it. Alright, we'll fast travel back there. Then we'll go on the horse. Try and stop by, fuck. I'm gonna go to sleep. Oh. It's a good thing I kind of stopped here because, Henry needs to sleep anyway, so. God bless you. God bless everyone. Oh, wait. Does this place have a drying rack of any kind? It's kind of hard to see. I don't think it does. All right, Henry. Unless there's a book you can read that be good for you. Yeah, we'll sleep. Sleep until morn. God, I wish I could get that amount of sleep. It's 12 hours of nice, solid sleep. That's why I kind of miss weed, man. I haven't gotten high well over maybe 2.5 years now. Yeah, 'cause I haven't gotten that good old toke ever since Claire's been born. And I usually like to have something that has sativa in it so I can go to sleep. Because I never had such good sleep. Oh my god, there is a freaking smokehouse. Smoked the cheese, smoked the perch. So we got smoked perch, and we should have some smoked cheese. All right, where's my horse? Where are you? Knowing this road, there's probably going to be someone on this road wanting to stop me. Actually, it's this road. But, wait. Am I going on the wrong road? Now that I think about it? The hell? I'm getting a call from Indiana? Wait, I'm a little confused. Where's my waypoint for... Where is he? Oh. Oh. Oh my god, is he on the move? Does he? Oh, he probably moves around a lot. That's probably why. Oh, there's a butcher over there. In Troskovitz. So we're just gonna travel to Troskovitz. Yeah, I think the butcher, yep, right over there. So if I can get a fresh cut of, I guess, any kind of meat, does it tell me if there's like a... Let's see. Doesn't say anything about me getting meat for him, but I kind of want to still do the deed. Oh, sorry.
Slow down, you idiots!
Oh, you're an idiot. Oh, he's not open yet. Wait. Wait, he should be open. What the fuck? It's 9 o'clock. Alright, I'll wait another hour. You better be open. Okay.
Greetings.
Dude, why you...
Have it? I'll be happy to get it.
Why you open so late, dude?
What are you here for, friend?
I'll have a look at the wares.
Need some meat. Now... I'm wondering if it needs to be... I guess I'll buy a little bit of everything. Because I don't know what meat he'll take. Oh, wait. I don't know what kind of meat he'll take. Beef. Maybe kidney. Chicken. Mutton. And pork.
Word about the price.
Well, I suppose...
Like I were haggling over meat.
Only because it's you.
You really won't convince me like this. Finally, a reasonable...
5.9
I
groschen.
was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
Huh. Yeah, I'm not gonna clean my clothes or anything because I have a feeling the job I'm about to do is going to make me absolutely fucking disgusting. I'm gonna have to deal with like either dead bodies or deal with dead animals. So it's best not to take a bath or clean myself just yet. Eventually, I think eventually though I need to go to an actual bathhouse and get everything properly clean. Is he in his house? I really hope he's not staying in there. What did you find? Let me check. What is it, buddy? Are you just barking at the... This is a graveyard. Why are you barking? You see a ghost? I understand. Hello? Anyone home? Aye.
I'm Henry. And you must be the local gravedigger, right?
Ignatius, master of the sod, at your service. Looking for a final resting place, are you? Or do you need to bury a dead goat?
I'm more interested in the grave-digging profession as a whole.
Once you try it, you'll never want to do nothing else till the day you die.
It's a little weird.
You got a big cemetery here. Pretty nice, too.
Ain't it? But being the gravedigger, I'll never have a place of my own here. They'll throw me by the wall like a dog and bury me without ceremony. But when I'm dead, I won't care. If it was up to me, I'd even bury the suicides in hallowed ground. We're all equal before death and the Lord. This game of better and worse places of final rest don't count for nothing.
That's pretty true. I agree with that. I actually agree with what you said there.
What's the story with the dead people?
The story? They're dead. What more is there to tell?
But you said there's been a lot of people dying around here recently, right?
Well, it ain't usual for people to get offed by the cartload out here in the sticks, if you ask me. What do you reckon?
I don't know. Hadn't really thought about it that way.
That might be the reason, then. Hey?
What?
Look, I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just saying there's a lot of people dying. If things keep up like this, I'll be out of work in no time. There'll be no one left to bury.
Being a gravedigger must be a lonely job, eh? What are your duties?
Funny a young lad like you is so interested in grave digging. Not something you see every day.
Well, I'm only asking. No real reason.
That figures. Youngsters these days wouldn't know hard work if it bit 'em on the arse. It's no wonder I can't find any help.
Are you offering me a job?
No. I'm giving you a warning. You ain't cut out for this trade.
And how do you know that?
You've got that look. I can spot it a mile away.
Could you be more specific?
You just aren't cut out for it, and that's that. A gravedigger needs passion. A sense of duty ain't enough. It's a service, a labour of love, and the meaning of life all in one, lad.
But seriously, Ignatius, tell me about yourself.
Gravedigger, knacker, snorter's constant companion, and lover of colourful sunsets, all in one man.
Oh, he's talking about pigs.
You've nearly got more titles than the Emperor himself.
Well, I have been doing it for almost 40 years now. The bailiff pays me well, in coin and sometimes in goods.
Sounds appealing.
Not all that glitters is gold, lad. A gravedigger's got it hard, and so does a knacker. I pick up dead animals on the side of the road. That's the knacker's job. You could say I have a knack for it. That's why people say I'm unclean. If I had children, they wouldn't be allowed to marry anyone besides an executioner or a gravedigger. It's so ingrained in folk. A fella takes care of things they wouldn't want to handle themselves, and this is how they repay him. Can't even go to the tavern no more.
Really?
Have you been a gravedigger your whole life? Have you ever thought of changing your trade?
I did think about it once, if I'm honest. I wanted to be a knacker in Yitchin, but some fool with friends in high places got the job, though he can't even tell a shovel from a spade. That really pissed me off, so I said, fuck it. Why would I want to dig graves for people who don't appreciate my craft?
So you've always been here otherwise?
And what of it? Do you think I get bored here? Not recently, I don't. But I think I told you that already.
I'm not from these parts, and I've seen a few conciliation crosses around here. What do they mean?
The same as where you come from, I reckon. They mark spots where the sins of man came to be regretted later.
That's an interesting way of putting it.
Aye, like when a fella buries an axe in someone's head over something stupid and then comes to regret it. Or if the law sees to it that he regrets it. The sinner then has to erect a conciliation cross to mark the site of his evil deed.
Where does he get the cross from?
Where do you think? From me.
You're in charge of that too? Stone cutting?
I know how to cut a cross out of stone. And what of it? With the soft sandstone around here, it's child's play.
So they're all your work?
I wish. I've only sold 2 or 3 recently.